It's apocalyptic times here in Need for Speed The Run. I'm not sure we're going to make it to New York before the end of the world happens. What is going on here in Colorado? The scenes. Hello gamers and welcome back to the Armbar arcade. I'm Nay and we are freezing cold. And a car has just swept by us. We are of course playing Need for Speed The Run. And we got to race down the mountain now. I thought there was going to be more of a cutscene, to be honest. It was going to be kind of like a cold open, but last episode we raced through Colorado in the snow. We're still in the snow. Quite a big part of the game in the snow. By the Rocky Mountains. We've got to get past this opponent who apparently tried to run us over while we were cold. Not sure why he got out of the car really, because you know it's a race. We need to just get to New York. If there's $25 million in the balance, you might as well just race, right? Not according to this guy. So I'm going to try and take this down. Oh, there's a bit of an avalanche going on. Harsh battle for 85th place going on here. I'm assuming everyone's trying to come through and win like I am, but there's far too many cars for that. More avalanche. Some really nice weather effects in this game. We've got some points for surviving, and the tunnel appears to shield us from the avalanche. Some ice on the road. Now, did the opponent get done by the avalanche, or are they still there? Oh no, they're very much still there. They are very much still there. Right up behind us. There's plenty going on in this race. Let's slipstream in behind him for a bit. Push him off the mountain if we can. I'm not below doing that. But it's happened to me instead. Karma, perhaps? Well, we're back on it. It looks like someone's firing missiles up the... Yeah, someone is firing rockets. Why? Why are you firing rockets at the hillsides? I do not understand. Is the run really this serious? Are the mob out to get us? We nearly did the exact same thing as we did before, but we're all good. He's going to come past us. You do that, mate. I'm not going to hit these rocks. I'm taking no chances with this. We get more points for surviving. Kind of useless because we didn't survive. Now this kind of sequence wouldn't be out of place in like a James Bond game. You know, a little chase. Oh, we've fallen off a cliff. Little chase through the mountains with a villain. This guy's clearly a villain, obviously. He nearly ran us over when we were standing outside our car. Smash him into some boulders. Oh, we're going down a little bit we're not supposed to go down. I mean, we are supposed to go down it, but has warning signs. Health and safety, you know. That's a big rock. That is a very large rock. It's apocalyptic times here in Need for Speed The Run. I'm not sure we're going to make it to New York before the end of the world happens. What is going on here in Colorado? The scenes. They're going to have a good ending to beat this. As we come down to the finish line. The frame rate's tanking, but we've come across the line. Wow, that was quite something. And so we head into stage 6. It's looking a bit industrial. Now it isn't. It's the open plains. The plains. So we've got 1,773 miles to go. We are in 85th position and we're still in Colorado, but we found some roads this time. Luckily, yeah, we back on the road. We've got through the ice. We haven't got through the fog yet. That's the new Dragon Force album, Through the Fog and Ice. Think it'll sell as well as Through the Fire and Flames? Oh, hold on. There's a place we can change cars. That won't have cost us any time at all. There we go. Our bright pink Nissan GTR. Perfect. That is exactly what I want to be winning the run with. So, is there anyone about? Not sure, because we did take a while to get into that gas station. But the game should rubber band us some opponents before the end of this section. And I think we're coming up on them very soon. Nice little interstate kind of freeway kind of section. And after all that snow and open road, it's nice to see some other traffic at least. Got 6 positions to gain in this part of the race. Got some very epic music going on. Hopefully it's going to continue to be epic up to the final part. I like the rock we had at the beginning actually, where you know, there was some rock music going on. It was more, you know, not everything has to be climactic. It's 83rd place we're fighting for. We're just putting in the time, we're putting in the graft to win this race. We don't need epic music the whole time. I suppose it was leading up to the end of our life, maybe we do. We go through a van, through another van, and we're not invulnerable by the time we reach that pickup truck, but we have gained 1 position. 3.5 miles to go. Going to keep our position of 84th. Come through and try and take 83rd. We're going to get down into the 70s by the end of this section. Assuming we don't absolutely smash our car up. I think the pink was bad luck. There we go, use that for cornering. And we've taken 83rd without any real battle for it, that's good. We're going to put the hammer down with some nitrous in a moment. And then there's a corner, so we're going to just about make it round the corner. And make the overtake here. I like that it's a clean pass if you don't touch the other car, but it doesn't matter how many like traffic cars you touch or like barriers, it's still a clean pass. That too was a clean side swipe. We're going to try and stockpile some nitrous for the final part of this race, but I think we should be able to come through and take 79th maybe? Yeah, 79th place. Oh, it's some good cornering. Some good cornerings led us into 79th place, and we got 0.9 miles to go here. We're going to look behind us. We can see everyone, but it doesn't look like they're catching up. Steaming towards Chicago in 79th place. Just whoa, 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 mate! No. There we go. As it should have been, we come through for the victory. Some guy trying to take it off us at the final post. What's going on? So finally we're out of Colorado into New England. We've got some country music playing, I think. We've got a Ford F40 and a coach. And we're in the plains. Battle across the plains. I think this was one of my favourite parts of the game, just for the sort of, you know, you've done the tough, gritty intercity battling, you've done the tough ice roads, and now it's just sort of like the Dukes of Hazzard bit. Obviously you're still battling for position, but you know, you can't think of much else other than the Dukes of Hazzard battling across the plains against a red and white Ford F40. I don't know where Starsky and Hutch were from. It looks a bit like their car as well. I was just trying to avoid crashing there, but we haven't at all. Yeah, this is a really nice change up from you know, having been in the ice and the snow. It's kind of like when you when it clears up a bit, you know, the sky's still grey, it's not snowing, it's not raining. We've got the plains, we've got some cows either side of us. You know, we had the sun at the beginning. I'm sure it'll get hopefully sunnier as we go across the plains. But it's tornado country too, so I don't know, we might even see some twisters, see some wind weather effects. Mate, Starsky, what are you doing? Or is it Hutch? I don't know. I've nicknamed him. Got to hold on to the lead for another 7 seconds without crashing into an 18-wheeler. It's just impossible. Every time we try to avoid something, we end up trying to crash into something else. Oh, every time. Every time. What is it about them putting oncoming traffic just as you're trying to go past something? We got 10 seconds to get by him. He's quite a long way off though. I'm not sure we can do this. 4, 3, 2... worst crash in history. But we were also too slow. It kind of was like a double count out there. Oh, that was tight. That was very, very tight. That was I didn't mean to leave it so late. That was a bit of a mistake there on the cornering, but it's worked out for us. We've got 24 seconds to catch up to this guy and salvage this terrible, terrible run as a victory for ourselves. We're going to do it. We're going to blow past him. We're going to fly past him. Hold on to the lead. Goodness me, he's on our tail. And that is it. Across the finish. Probably the worst performance in any mission so far, but I've done it. 76th. It's getting exciting. Going to gain 8 positions in this bit. So we should be about 70th by the end of this, maybe 60 something. And he says this one's dangerous. I'm wondering if there's going to be a tornado. There's lightning and thunder. Doesn't matter because we just hit posts.
This one's dangerous, Jack. Stay alert.
Well, I was trying to stay alert, but I hit a post, so it was quite hard to stay alert after I was concussed. It's hard to know what side of cars to go because you either go into oncoming traffic or into like objects. Come on. Through these mini mountains. Let's take a look at first person cam. Well, I say first person cam, front of the bonnet cam, because first person cam would be like if you were attached to the bonnet here, which would be an entirely scary experience, I think. We got driver cam as well, sort of. No behind the wheel cam, so no animated instruments or anything like that. Which is a shame, because I think there were games like, I think Need for Speed Shift did it. You could see all the stuff going on the dashboard and the speedometer and all that sort of stuff. It'd make the game nice and realistic, especially since the scenery is so nice. don't want to fly through the barriers there, so I'm just being a little bit careful. We've got 4 more positions to make up. We've got 3 miles to make them up in. Another dirty pass there, but we're done with clean passes really for now. Oh yeah, the speed was a bit much there. Still, we haven't lost any positions. Coming up on 70th place here. Trying for 68th by the end of this race, so not a lot of positions left before we need to be looking at the top 10, the top... Oh, okay, yeah, it was a very dirty pass. I'm sure there's a lot of scenery left before we need to be looking at the top 10, but obviously with these ones where you pass 8 or 10 cars at a time, you only need a few races and you're right up there in New York. Get out the way. Gained all 8 positions. There's a mile left, but I feel like people are going to want to come through because we are not going particularly fast here. We're definitely not going particularly fast here. We need to hold on to our position. 0.6 miles to go. Don't want to reset. Nice. Good driving skills. Not something you often hear when I'm playing. For good reason. But are we going to come through to take it? No, we're not. We've got 2.9 miles and a shortcut. Let's take the shortcut. Fuck it. Yeah, it was a clean pass because we're not even on the same road. Drift bonus. But it hasn't actually helped us because we've lost places through that shortcut, so note to self, don't take shortcuts. I think it was intentional. I think some of the shortcuts in this game are actually long-ish cuts, so you have to be selective with where you go. But we're going to try another one. Yeah, this one seems to be working a treat. Sharp right turn though. I prefer these to the roads because there's no cars to crash into. There are like mountains to crash into and trees, but no cars. So with 0.6 miles to go, we are way out in the lead. We don't need to panic. Don't need to hit anyone. We are going to zoop our way through for victory. '68th, just 18 positions until Chicago. Here we are at Buffalo Gap in South Dakota. We've got to make up some time. It's another checkpoint stage along the plains. We've had no instruction on the radio or anything, so I don't think there's going to be any tornadoes coming quite yet. There's a lot of thunder and lightning, grey clouds over there. So we're just going to try and speed through and make up some time. Three seconds on that checkpoint we had left, so potentially might want to go a little bit faster, but I'm not sure we can. We have been speeding through this stage. Maybe we're just being inefficient with our use of cornering and whatnot. Going off-road, as is so often the case with this game. Ten seconds left, but no checkpoint in sight. There it is. There it is. Too slow. 2 seconds on that one. Got some points for it being a close call. Really got to make up some time if we're going to hit these checkpoints though. Move! Yeah, well, we know whose fault that was. There we go, plenty of time to spare, a good 3 seconds. Clock's counting down. We're going to just about make it through here. We've got one more checkpoint to go. I'm not liking all these close calls, but it seems to be quite a difficult checkpoint race. I don't know what I've missed. Maybe it was the time we lost at the start, but there's tons of lightning. It's apocalyptic once again here at Need for Speed The Run. South Dakota. Terrible weather. We're about to get sucked up into a tornado, quite possibly. We've got 20 seconds. We are really killing it with the nitrous. Just in case we need to make up the time. That was almost the end of our run. But we're going to come through just in time. And that is going to just about do it for this episode of Need for Speed The Run. Leave a like if you liked how close everything was. Or if you didn't, leave in the comments your closest calls with completing missions in games. And I will see you next time on the Armbar Arcade.